Hello. Happy Easter if you celebrate that. If you don't, happy Sunday. Or um, if you do and holidays make you kind of sad these days, like they do me, come hang out. um, we're going to play some Coral Island. It's 1:30 in the afternoon, and I'm just now eating breakfast. Which kind of sucks, but here we are. Hope everybody's been good today. Hope everyone enjoyed church if that's your thing. Let's farm, I suppose. Oh, thank you. I am wearing a dress today. It is an athletic dress, but it is a dress nonetheless. He's very sweet. That's nice. When do we get our fishing pole back? Is it in like 3 days or something? Wow. There's so much ready today. Okay. So we need blue dahlias, fairy rose, orchids, bok choy, and we need wheat as well. Do we have any wheat bags? There we go. Right. Amaranth grows back. So we need to fill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows with new seeds. We're talking about doing the internet plug-in thing so I can stream. The router is in the back of the apartment, but I'm next to the front door. And you've got this weird little wall with a cutout in it right here, and the front door is like right there. And you have a sunken living room. And so I'm like, you know, over here inside the living room And I am not the type of person to run an internet cord across the entire house. I'm just not doing it. It's not for me. I think there was one more egg in there, actually. And so my friend, damn it. So my friend got basically a signal repeater, and it plugs into the back of her computer like an Ethernet cable, and she said it runs just as well as Ethernet. She just got a PC that's not Wi-Fi enabled, and so she had to find a creative solution, and that was her solution, and she says it works really well. So I'm willing to give it a go, so I can stream again, which would be nice. And that way I don't have to do the whole like record and then upload, record and then upload, record and then upload. That gets to be a bit tedious, and it takes up a lot of space in your computer. Which shouldn't be a problem. I'm about to put in this 2 terabyte steady state drive. I think I'm going to do that this week, actually. But yeah, it would just be a lot easier if I could just go back to streaming, you know? Because YouTube will automatically save your VODs and everything for you, and that's very nice. Just eliminates that extra step, so. I'm trying. I'm trying really hard all day not to be super sad, but I don't know. So, sorry if I'm quiet. It'll get better. Look at the kitty cat. That's fine. We needed that too. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe we had 2 rows of that. And I believe we had 2 rows of this. Okay, so that's 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. We need 9 rows filled. That should do it. Need to build some bug traps. Stick them around. See what we can catch. What do you bait them with? Is it like a Don't Starve thing where you have to bait them? Or does anyone even know what Don't Starve is? Or is that just me? Oh man, I counted wrong. Oh, hold on. Go get some more blue dahlias, I think. We have blue dahlias in 2 spaces, so we'll just go get some more of those. I made my dad's buttermilk biscuit recipe. It turned out really well today. They're really fluffy. They taste just like his, which is uncommon for me. I'm not a baker. I can cook anything, but I can't bake. So 1, 2 spaces open. and just keeps those topped up.
I'm leaving for volleyball early, like normal early.
Okay. Right, dear. Okay. So anyway, we're going to learn to make bug traps. Man, not many spawn today, huh? Hey, there's Mark. Ooh, we've almost got a full stack of hardwood. That went up. I think we fucked up. That was some of our osmium honey, I think. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I can put flying one there. Whoops. The glare from the window is getting me. If I close the blinds, it'll be too dark in here. Look at them watering plants. arranged some flowers today. I have one here, one on my desk in the office. The tulips are in there, and then I have one that's like a mix of everything. The tulips, the hyacinths, the carnations, and the baby's breath. Then I put the rest of the baby's breath in those like tall blue ones back there. Kind of nice. Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're supposed to be Australian. It's really funny. Nice. Nice. Oh. Why not? I think that's hilarious. Sorry. No. Okay. Look how cute the cacti are. I like that. Okay. We need garlic and rice, I think. Garlic and rice. Two staples of my own in real life diet. I feel like we're gonna run out of inventory space trying to do all the eggs and the everything. Now I've got to save this wool so that we can make another auto petter. Man, everything is so expensive at first, but that's okay. Hey birds. I think that's it. Kind of cold. Okay. So. Now this is a problem. Okay. Honestly, let's store the wool in here. Oh. Let me out. Alright, let's check the greenhouse. I always forget to check the greenhouse. It's so cute though. Look at it. It's just so perfect. Like everything about the greenhouse is perfect. Like this little detail. Oh. Perfection. I need to actually use it more. I need to be like better about it. My hands are like painfully dry. Could really use some lotion. I'll come back that way later. I did. Did know that. I actually initially went to school to be an aerospace engineer. Oh, I thought there was something in there, but I guess it didn't have a little thingy on it, like the other one did. Another one? Nothing as good as what I'm showing. I didn't say there was anything wrong. Just said you better not be hoping that Bobby's going to be winning. Part of my brain literally just went, Red Barrel. It got to be such a like reflexive thing. And now I don't even know what gems I'm lacking. I know I'm lacking gems, but I don't even know which ones it is. do, 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 do. I don't think I've caught one of those, have I? Well, I guess I have. I just don't remember it being blue like that. Okay, garlic and rice, huh? Bun bun. It's closed. Can't buy shit. No one's here selling anything, so can't buy shit. I need to smelt more ore. I gotta move my storage around. Like, that's gonna be a thing that we're just gonna have to spend all day and do one day. It's just gotta have to happen. Okay. I need to start using that stuff. Okay. Smelt some silver ore. Need some bars. We need to make some more honey as well. She's so cute. Sure. We'll see, why not? How long until my fishing pole is ready? Don't even remember anymore. 2 days. So cute. There are not enough round doors in the world. It's a really good question. Took a nap. Face to sand. It is a beach. Fair. Mine's Marionberry. Set this crawler trap. Where should we set it? I suppose I should look at my computer and see like where we need the most things. I'll do that. So we've only got one for now. I just need more bars. It's kind of chilly. That's not a computer. Okay, well, we need a lot at 40 meter. We need a lot at 50 as well. God, we need all of them everywhere, basically. Let's just start there. Damn. What do I do? What do I do? It's not good. Okay. Bye, Mark. No. Hi, Mark. Set this crawler trap. Of course, I want to hear a joke. What happened to my joke? I really wanted to hear a joke. I don't need to do that. We're gonna have to go to bed with a full inventory. It's fine. Oh, that's a rock. Really bad about just looking at things out of like the corner of my eye and then like not verifying that I'm seeing the correct thing. Aha. It's just glass. That's okay. Whew. This is such a nice, relaxing game. Actually, we need to go to the museum. We got something for the museum. Okay. Inventory's about to not be full. So how about that? Cash me outside. How about that? Do 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 do. It's like a once a day kind of thing. Just in case. Can't just keep throwing things away, can we? Yes, we can. An atlas moth. Let's go, baby. I can't pick that up. I'm out of things to throw away. Okay, let's handle this atlas moth. We gotta duplicate it. One needs to go to the museum, one needs to go to the altar. I never got those off the tree. So now everything is gonna be off. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Okay, so let's go dry some stuff. Well, I mean, I guess you can do that, and then you can do that. Okay. Okay. Wow. Mark's asleep. Okay. That can be dried. Where's this one? Okay. That's not bad. I would have expected a little bit more for a full thing, but I need to put on some lotion. My hands are like literally painfully dry. Ooh, gotta get up. Will is not in here. Ben is back there asleep. So Will got up in the bed with him. And the cat's asleep in my desk chair in the same room. So they're all three in there asleep. And all three of them are snoring. Very cute. Excuse me? Speak to your wife? Okay. Well, that's fine. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, I'm stupid. What's going on? Duh. Oh, come on. I really need two good quality ones. I like that they're all happy. Did I forget to let them out yesterday or something? I don't know. Do. Wait. Minus 300. Smelt some more. Still need rice and garlic. And basil. This game is so cute. Mm-hmm. True. That's true. It's nice to live in a place where you can, like, enjoy being outside all year. I got it! Yes. I did it. Without even doing anything, I did it. Can't wait for that to open up. One moment. Here we go. It's so hard to hit those. Like, you can click around wherever you want. And it's still going to be like, no. Ooh. I still haven't caught one of those, which is wild to me. Again? Didn't I just pick up coffee beans? I'm not gonna complain, but did I not just pick some up yesterday? Okay, let's go find out what to do. Because I've been enjoying being able to put something in the museum every day. Yeah, okay, for some reason. Okay. Okay. I just realized something. That's off. and it would be off either way. It shouldn't matter. But it does. Okay. You didn't have anything to say, I guess. So, how are we doing now? I think I saw one of those today and I was like, I don't think I have that. And then I ignored it. I'm replicating one of those, so no biggie. I've almost got the insects, though. I mean, really. I've got a trap out for that. Ooh. A tarantula. I have, unfortunately, stepped on a tarantula before. Whilst I was wearing sandals. I was in Belize. It was nighttime. I was on my way back from the shower to our little bunk thing. We were there like building a school. And I felt and heard something like crack beneath my feet. And I looked and there were legs sticking out from beneath my foot. I was like, no, thank you. I don't like spiders anyway, but that was horrible. It's part of the reason why I sure don't like spiders. Ugh. Okay, so now we have one on the beach so we can catch a tarantula. Oh. I feel like it's been a long day, but it hasn't been, really. It's not like I did that much. I think that's grief makes you feel that way, though. So I feel like I've run a marathon. And I know I haven't. It was my was my grandfather's favorite holiday. He was my closest family member, so. It's tough. He used to do this Easter egg hunt, right? And he used to know, like, where every single egg was hidden. And he would get so competitive with it. It was so funny. He'd walk around with his hands behind his back and just watch people walk by eggs. Wouldn't say a single word. Unless you had walked by it one too many times and he just started feeling bad for you. And then he would just kind of go, hey. He would never tell you where it was. He'd just kind of go, in that area. And it was always like something so perfectly camouflaged, like if it was like a green dyed egg or like a pink dyed egg, it would be underneath some green leaves, or it would be underneath some flower petals of a hydrangea bush that was blooming, and he like piled up all of the petals on top of the egg, so the egg was just sticking out, but you had to really look, and he would make sure they matched perfectly. And he would come and give you pointers as you were dyeing eggs that morning in the kitchen, because he knew exactly what he wanted and where he wanted it hidden. And so he would come and tell you what to dye so that he could hide them where he wanted them. It was like his favorite sport. He certainly treated it like a sport. It was really fun. We did Easter egg hunts until we were teenagers because he just like had that much fun with it. I'm serious, he knew where everything was, and he'd walk out there in the yard and like tell you where all the boundaries were, and it was like his favorite thing. So it's tough when they're gone, you know? Man, those were abundant. So, anyway, he passed away in 2020. He did not pass from COVID. He had Parkinson's and brain cancer and heart problems, and it just kind of all... He had a congenital heart problem. And he had prostate cancer twice while he was living. It is all eventually caught up. I mean, it was the Parkinson's in the end, but he was a really brilliant surgeon, and he was my step-grandfather, but it didn't matter. He was really competitive for that damn Easter egg hunt, though. That's what we always like to think of. I've got a picture over there of me and my sister with him. And my Easter egg basket is like mounded up with eggs. I won that year. The winner always got an extra like $20. The very last Easter egg hunt we ever did, though, I think because we knew it was going to be the last one ever, the winner got an extra 100, which was pretty cool. I mean, that's a lot of money for a single honey. I know that flower is really rare, but still, that's a lot. Yeah, that's just kind of got me like, it's sad, but also not really sad, because like you have the memories and that made your life happy while you were experiencing it and while they were here. So true. I haven't even been outside yet today, Mark. It's like, you're just dirty. Thank you. It's like, oh, you don't know how to be clean. You're so cute. Thanks. Bitch. I gotta go buy one cranberry now. Son of a bitch. Two rows of watermelons and one single cranberry. Bitch. I can't believe that happened. Yes, I can. I'm not very careful. Ooh. Then fucking move. I gotta decide what I want for dinner. Ben is going to volleyball. What am I gonna have for Easter dinner? We have a leftover ham and broccoli pasta. I have one more chicken thigh with some like lemon rice with it. That could be good. I could do something out of the freezer as well. I have like soup dumplings and pot stickers and stuff in the freezer. But I wanted something like that. They're really good. They're the pot stickers from Costco. A++ incredible. No! Again, I'm just not careful. I do kind of like how the llamas came in a pair. I keep thinking about that. I'm like, it's the only animal that came in a pair. Was it supposed to happen? Okay. I watched a show recently. Finished the whole thing in like a couple of sittings. And I am no stranger to just absolutely binge watching a show. No, I'm a fandom girly. I am an OG Tumblr shit poster baby. I am from the days of Super Hulock. All of which I was a fan of. Okay? I am an original fandom girly. But this show was incredible. And I was super pleased to have found it. I just don't feel like that's catching anything right there, you know what I mean? We'll reevaluate where we want those. Anyway, so I watched the show. It's The Gilded Age. Now, I liked Downton Abbey. I was pretty pissed when, well, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert. I was pretty pissed when Sybil died. I was even more pissed when Matthew died. I did finish the show. I've seen the first movie. I haven't seen the second movie. But I enjoyed that. I love Julian Fellows as a showrunner. I think that Julian Fellows is really good at writing characters that people care about and connect with. And I think that's absolutely the same in Gilded Age, which I was really impressed with, because sometimes if you're like, sometimes when you found success with a show and then you're like trying to do the same thing for a different show, it doesn't come across quite as well. And I feel like that was not an issue with this show. It felt original while also feeling familiar, and didn't personally leave me feeling like how do I articulate this? It didn't leave me feeling like I just watched Downton Abbey. You know, like, it wasn't like I just watched a spinoff of Downton Abbey. It felt like its own show, which was really cool. I also thought it was really cool because it captured a lot of, like, listen, I am by no means a patriotic person. Okay? I have lived abroad too many times for that. I am deeply aware of a lot of flaws and just a lot of the bullshit this country has to offer, okay? By no means do I think that we're number one, yay America. It's not who I am. But I do think this show did a really good job of creating a period appropriate sense of, like, the American dream. And I think it translated really well. Like, especially for a writer whose thing was writing turn of the century English society, to turn around and write post-Civil War Gilded Age New York City. Yeah, and to do it convincingly, like, that's a lot of talent, and that's a testament to, like, the character development and just making people care about your characters, and that's a really tough skill. But I really enjoyed it, and so I've been sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, well, I obviously need season 3, preferably now. It was just renewed in December, so I don't even think the next season's filming yet. It is gonna be a long time before we get it. Obviously, like, Christine Baranski's in it. She's fabulous. I think the entire cast is great. I love that there is an entire plot line about Black society in New York City during the Gilded Age, because that's something we don't often get to see in media. Like, no one portrays that, but that was absolutely an incredibly important part of that period of history, especially up north, right? And it's just so cool that was included. I just thought that was such a refreshing take for a period American show, and they don't shy away from like at that point, the recent emancipation and how things were different in the South. There's actually a couple episodes about it, which I thought was really cool. But I keep thinking about it, and I'm like, I really need the next season. I tried to watch The Artful Dodger. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's on Hulu. I tried to watch The Artful Dodger. I think I watched like 3 episodes. I feel like I'll finish the season just to see if I like it. It's never been my favorite story. I mean, it is not. That just still looks like the top of trash, doesn't it? I understand that it's not Oliver Twist, okay? And Oliver Twist was never my favorite story. This is the story of Dodge. It's the Artful Dodger. There we go. So it's the story of Artful Dodger after breaking out of prison and becoming a Navy surgeon and moving to Australia while it was still a penal colony. And so it's about surgery in the late 19th century, which is a tricky topic, right? Because there were just so many medical advancements that we hadn't seen yet. There was no such thing as anesthesia for the most part. That's one of the big plot lines of the show. There's a girl who's like done all this reading and research to actually be a knowledgeable doctor, and she wants to be a surgeon, and she can't be because she's a woman at the time, and you know, her family's trying to marry her off, and she's not loving that naturally. And look at everyone socializing. But she wants to be a surgeon, and she's the only person who, you know, believes in the new research about anesthesia, and that's like a whole plot point, right? Is testing this advancement in medicine. So like a lot of the show is really gory and can be like hard to watch because it's like doing surgery on people while they're awake, and you know, some of them don't make it, and like, wow, we've come a really long way, and they don't do it in a way that's just like, I don't know, they don't do it in a way that's like absolutely makes me sick, but in a way that's like, this field used to be incredibly brutal before modern medical advancement, and we are incredibly lucky that people in this time period believed in advancements enough that we are where we are now. And we should all be very, very glad that we don't live like that anymore. And I like that part of the show. It's just, I don't know, something bothers me about, and I don't mind a good heist story. Six of Crows is actually one of my absolute favorite book duologies. I'm pissed that Netflix canceled that spinoff, and I mean, I'm not a Shadow and Bone fan, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the books were awful, but I loved Storm and Siege and Six of Crows, which were like the spin-offs, right? I loved those. They were fantastic. I haven't read ninth house. But I've heard that I should. It's on my TBR. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I love a good heist story, but there's just something about like the emotional manipulation in this one that, like, obviously, if you're not familiar with the story, Fagin is the one who runs the ring of thieves in London that, in Oliver Twist, like Artful Dodger's the one who recruits Oliver Twist to join Fagin band of thieves. And like Fagin gets arrested and gets sent to Australia as a criminal. So he shows up and is like horribly manipulative to Dodger, which is like not surprising whatsoever. Like that's part of the story, right? Is like how horribly Fagin treated these poor kids and how he left Dodger in prison. And how that like didn't sit right with Oliver and, you know, all that kind of thing. It follows those plot points pretty faithfully. This is just the story of like after Dodger finds a way out of prison, right? And I think the concept is really creative, and I think I like what they tried to do. There's just something about it that's not sitting well with me, and I'm just like not quite sure how to articulate it yet. Like I know the vibe of why it's not sitting well with me, but I can't like express it yet. We didn't pick up our fishing pole today and it was ready. We still need that guy. Need that guy too. So where else do we need? Okay, so we'll put one in Garden Land. Let's put one in the Deep Forest for the Orchid Mantis. So yeah, have you watched any good shows lately, dear viewer? Speaking of dear viewer, it kind of reminds me of dear reader. Penelope's season of what's that show? Bridgerton is about to come out. Not a huge fan. I actually hated the books. I thought they were really poorly written, and I actually like DNF'd the first book. I was just expecting more because I know they'd been like really hyped up, and I try not to be a snob about like, well, it's just not my wedding, blah blah blah. But like seriously, I thought every single thing about these books was wildly predictable. And that's not always a bad thing. But like the writer just didn't make a single thing her own. And I think that's what I didn't like about it, was that it all just felt like the same thing that had been done a million times without trying to make it original. And I was like, oh. Well, I've read this. And there's something to be said for like, there is no such thing as a real original idea anymore, right? Like, if you look at it and you break it down, there are only like 7 types of stories in the world. 7 of the most common, yeah, that's fine. 7 of the most common themes or tropes in the world. Every story follows one of 7 structures. And everyone, I don't know, like everyone writes what they like. Isn't great lately. Beat your ass, Mark. Here it's wildfire season. See, I just need to know what he means by that. But yeah, like everyone writes what they like, and that's fine. And everyone is like, oh, that's my favorite trope. I'm gonna write that, and that's fine. That is a-okay. And you should do that. Because it has been written, but it hasn't been written by you. But I do also think there's something to be said for, like, I'm a reader that loves a unique twist on something. I don't mind. I could read nothing but enemies to lovers fantasy for the rest of my life. Okay? I could. But I want it to be done in a way that's unique and in a voice that's going to be like unique to each writer, because that's the way they wanted to write it and that's the story they felt compelled to write. It almost just felt like the Bridgerton books were edited to death. And I think that was like my biggest problem with them. Because it didn't feel like her story, it felt like everyone else's story. I like the fact that it follows the one family. That's cool. Sweet potato, right? Or was it the eggplant? Sweet potato or eggplant, blue dahlia, and beets. One of those grows back and the other doesn't. I don't remember which one is which, but that's what we're gonna need to get. And anyway. I know, Penelope's season is coming out and people are starting to get hyped for that. I don't have Netflix anymore. So I don't know how I'm gonna watch that. I didn't watch Anthony's season for a long time after that came out. And I had Netflix. They're currently filming the final Stranger Things. Which is cool. Wow, okay. So when that comes out, I will for sure be using someone's Netflix. That, or I'll be like getting Netflix for a month and then canceling. Okay, this fucking bird needs to move. Get out. So yeah, have y'all seen any good shows lately? I feel like we're still kind of in that, like, nothing filmed during COVID, and then there were the strikes, and like we're still waiting on a whole bunch of stuff. I feel like we're still in that. Is that an egg? Nice. Like I do feel like we're still kind of in that phase where like we're still just kind of waiting on stuff to come out, and it's been a really long time since stuff has come out, and I don't know, I feel like that never necessarily ended, but I don't know. I'm getting ready to I guess I am ready to find new shows. I miss obsessing over shows. One of my favorite shows to keep up with. I'm a really big fan of MTV's The Challenge. I have been since the Real World Road Rules days. And lately they've just been horrible. The casting has been awful and boring, and like the themes have been obnoxious, and it's like they've been trying to turn the show into something it's not. And it's just depressing. So I haven't enjoyed that show in a while, which is really sad. My best friend and I used to watch that in college together. We would just like binge it over and over and over again. No, we do not have the same favorite contestants. Like, we have some favorite contestants in common, but there are several of them that, like, there are a couple of people that she likes that I'm like, no. And there are a couple of people that I like that she's like, no. But that was always what was so fun about it. It's like watching it together. We could root for who were we going to root for, and that was fine. But yeah, that show sucked lately. So then they started bringing over all the like Survivor and Big Brother people. It just became a completely different show. Because the issue is now everyone wants to put like all these influencers on shows because they think they'll bring in an audience. But their ratings have been consistently going down since they stopped casting like MTV cast. Stop. No. So since they actually stopped casting like MTV people, their ratings have gone down significantly. Produces every 4 days. Well then, did we have 2 beets or did we have 2 blue dahlias? Makes me sound like some angry old grandma, doesn't it? Social media's ruined the world. It really has ruined reality TV, though. And look, I was never a Kardashian fan. I was never like, I don't follow these people outside of the show, really. But it was always very entertaining. I like the competition aspect of it. I've always liked that. Like American Ninja Warrior, yes. I love shows like that. I'm not a fan of Big Brother. Because I feel like it's all politicking. You don't have to be multifaceted in Big Brother at all. Um, but in the challenge, it was always you have to be able to compete physically and you have to politic. And it was like a combination of all of it. Survivor's kind of like that too. I actually do like Survivor. Because it does force you to be able to do both. It's like you have to learn to shine as a team, as a pair, and individually, and politic. Be able to perform physically. You have to be able to do all of it. Survivor does quite a bit of that as well, which I appreciate. I haven't minded a lot of the Survivor contestants, I will say. Like, some of the Survivor contestants have actually been really good. Natalie from Survivor came over to the challenge. She did one season, but everybody loved her, and I wish they would cast her again. I sincerely believe she was going to win that season. And then she had to go home. I never noticed that was a headstone right there. Yeah. And she had to go home because there was like a stretch of 3 or 4 of the most recent seasons where like several of the female contestants found out they were pregnant while on the show. I was like, how? How? Because you have physicals before you go. But I mean, a pregnancy test is not a normal part of a physical, nor am I saying it should be, but like, that feels like a thing you would want to know. I don't know. But it happened like 4 seasons in a row. 3 regular show seasons and then like 1 all-star season. Like back to back to back to back. It was insane. I was like, how does that just keep happening? I don't think it happened last season, but it was kind of funny that it was like back to back to back to back, and all the spoiler pages were like, what the fuck is happening? Challenge else. I will say though, I have really enjoyed the traders. True. I like how absent-minded he is. It's kind of cute. That's fair. Good morning, dear. How's it going? Good. Gotta give me something to work with. Okay. I love you, dear. Yeah, I don't know. There's been something just like weirdly addictive about the traders. And it's one of those games where it's like mostly politicking. But I think it's because it's like you have challenges, but it's also like a murder mystery, like who done it kind of game. Like every night someone is murdered, and then every single day you're voting someone out, trying to determine who killed all of the other competitors. And you're trying to do it before all of the regular competitors are dead. So like you're trying to catch the traitors before they kill all the regular competitors. And if there are any traitors left at the end, the faithfuls lose. And if the faithfuls get out all the traitors, then they win. I just thought it's the most fabulous TV show. And it's been not just entertaining, but like genuinely well done. It won an Emmy. Actually, it won a Primetime Emmy. And I mean, Alan Cumming is the host. And does an incredible job. It's just like some of the coolest reality TV people are on it. And naturally, they had 3 challengers on season 2, and 2 of them won. The only 2 winners were challengers for last season, which is really cool. It's my favorite challenger, CT, which I just think is really cool. This is like a perfect crossover. Wow, they're closed. I keep forgetting to go get my stupid fishing pole. I'm just over here talking and not paying attention, being silly. I'm also getting thirsty. I think that might be why my skin is so dry. I think I'm a little dehydrated. Anyway, please leave me a comment if you've seen any good TV shows recently, because I'm on the hunt for a new TV show. I did just recently get because I dropped Netflix and then like got rid of a couple other subscriptions. Why did I build that? Why? I didn't want that. I didn't want that. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? Like, fuck off. I don't know. Looking for new TV shows. So if you have one that you like, please tell me. But I recently did get Dropout, and I've been watching a lot of the like Dropout stuff. And it's so good. Like, I used to watch Dimension 20 before it went behind a paywall. I love Brendan Lee Mulligan. He is one of my favorite DMs. I love all their campaigns. So good. Now, do I love them as much as Critical Role? No, because I like that Critical Role tends to do more like traditional fantasy worlds. But I'm sorry, that Dimension 20 Candyland campaign was so freaking cute. Like, you cannot tell me that wasn't cute. And the whole thing was just hilarious. Every single second of it was hilarious. Ugh. So I wanted to watch some Dimension 20, really. And it just kind of... I started watching all the shows. Right? Like, I just started watching all the shows. Like, I started watching all the game shows. And it was just like... Wow, I kind of like these. These are really funny. And... that's become, like, my favorite streaming service lately. If you're not familiar with Dropout, perhaps you're familiar with College Humor. Anyway, College Humor is... that's who does all the Dropout stuff. It's just their, like, adult channel. Their stuff is really funny. How long have we been going? Will's about to need a walk. It's been 2 hours, 3:42. It's time for him to take a walk. Okay. I need to take him for a walk. I need to get some water. I will figure out dinner. And then I'll probably come back and play a little bit more. I wanted to play more on Friday, and I was kind of bummed that I didn't get to, but honestly it was okay, because on Friday, after I stopped playing, I took a nap. And then it was glorious. And then we put together Ben's standing desk and, like, redid the office. And it's so much better in there. Like, the cable management is so much better. And there's no shit on the floor, which is, like, a big thing, because I can't stand shit being on the floor and things being, like, cluttered and everywhere. I cannot stand that shit. And I got Ben, like, drawers, and I was like, use them. And he is. It looks so much better in there. And we slid the big cat tree into the corner, so now, like, there's just more space in there. It looks bigger. It looks cleaner. Like, it's so much better. That room doesn't irk me in my sleep anymore. So it's incredibly worth it that I didn't play video games on Friday afternoon, because we got to, like, clean up a room in the house that is a constant source of stress for me. But I did want to play again. I didn't get to. So let me take care of, like, afternoon chores, and then I'll probably upload a second video later tonight. Okay. Bye.